Well, we've made it. This is gonna be the final video. Oh boy. Right. So, for a nice little send-off, I thought it could be fun to go back on the channel and look at some of the older videos, as well as show off the thumbnails that I've made. So we're just gonna get straight onto the thumbnails, because there's like 100 slides, I think. Probably more. But yeah, they're not in any order, because I don't know, I just worked out of order, I guess. Right, so we have the Nuzlocke. I don't know why a tinted Bunsweet's there. I'm pretty sure this was the Oasis episode. Like, when we were in the Oasis. PNGs of my more recent avatars, in case I needed them for thumbnails. This is a mess. It's kind of what the thumbnail for this video was supposed to be, but I kind of changed it last minute to, if I can, nope, that's too far. There we go. This is going to be the thumbnail for this video. It's very rare you get to see a thumbnail before the video comes out. Well, no, that's not true either, because you're going to see the thumbnail before clicking the video. Right, so yeah. I guess the premise for this is just everything I've done. Like a more simplified version. Like, you know, all the games I've played, little references to things I've done, avatars, and yeah. My favorite pocket deck when I still play that. I don't know why I have Swords of Reeling Light there. I kind of just wanted something to be a counterpart for the Celebi. The Wonder Trade Bingo. Took a snippet of the actual bingo. And I'm pretty sure the Wonder Trade thing's for Pokemon Home? Is it Pokemon Home or is it Scarlet Violet? I don't really know. Trading for the Grinch. Nothing new there. The Valentine Roulette video, where I opened 210 Valentine bags and got 260 coins. It's fun. The final duel with Revenant, which I think was the one last week. I think it was last week or yesterday's video. Because I'm pretty sure this video is coming out on a Wednesday. Or, because it's coming out the last day of March. I am very much ahead. It is March 5th right now. The fast level up video. It's fun. Of course I use a Bunsweet. Yep, that video. Kind of just gonna... Roblox Miku games. These were freaking weird to play. Or at least some of them were. Like, the frick was this one? I don't get it. I didn't get it. Like, okay, so it had Miku, it had Teto, it had Peter Griffin, it had, freaking brain rot. Like, the frick. Oh, and of course, the one game I actually played before this video that's Miku related isn't in here. That's fun. That's fun. Doodle World Dungeon. Pretty sure this is the first time I did a dungeon run. This is the second attempt. Actually, no, this is what the thumbnail was gonna be for this thing, for Shroudle. Which, fun fact, like, a week later, after recording the video, they made this thing unavailable. So that was kind of funny. But yeah, we got... Making a video with this was hard, because it was hard to get, like, some of these icons. And then this is what the thumbnail ended up being. Honestly, way better. Thank you, Moth, for this. Moth kind of helped me with the idea. So, thank you. No voucher, free voucher, paid voucher. Revealing all of Zelda's doodles. Fun fact, I never got to make one for mine. Just Zelda's. So that's fun. By the way, he chose the doodles that were on here. Except for the bun sweet, I'm pretty sure. So, very fun. I think this is when I was trying to make the thumbnail for the dungeon. Same with this. Just assets, I guess. The Volcarona Fusion video. Dino suggested this one. So, you know, I did it. It has cool fusions. It has really cool fusions, so, you know, happy with that. Yes. What is this? This is the only Pokerogue video I've done. And of course it was Kanto. That's fun. Spoiler, I didn't beat it. Pretty sure I lost on floor 100. Or something like that. Pac-Man VR chat, never did anything with that. I wish I would have done more stuff with the VR chat, but it's kind of hard to do when you're not actually in VR and when you have no friends. The sad reality. Master Duel, the thing that loves to lag VTube Studio to all hell. So, never got to do much with that. I got like 2 videos out for this. Build battle. These 3 are builds I actually made in a survival server. Out of respect, I never made videos on it, just because I want to respect the server's privacy. This I made in a random server, in like a random world. This was gonna be the thumbnail originally, just this zoomed out a little more. But I decided, let's show off my fun builds. You know, we got a snail nether portal. Yes, there's a nether portal back there. Miku, because of course. And then my semi-blind recreation of the Dan TDM lab. And it turned out pretty good. At least as good as I could make it in a survival server without using 10,000 pieces of iron. My God Pack. I don't think I put any of these cards in the God Pack except for the Aegislash. So yeah, great clickbait there. Ranking all the Mikus. I was going to have a video where I gave each of these a team, but I never finished it. Oops. But yeah, we have ranking all the Pokemikus. More Master Duel, where I actually did ranked with a poorly built Utopia deck. I still love this thing. Really cool. Love the variants. Grandpa's deck has pathetic cards, Kaiba. This video was a mess. A fun mess, but it was a mess. Like, bro's got no effect monsters. Right, Revenant chooses my Pokemon for Infinite Fusions. I had Revenant pick random Pokemon from my boxes, and then those Pokemon I would fuse. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Ranking all the Megas, including the ZA ones. Meta trash or treasures, what? Concept-wise, this deck is cool. I like that I like decks that can attack directly. Just because it's so fun. Unfortunately, I don't think they're very good. As you can tell, their Synchro monster, which is supposed to be the boss monster, only has 1500 attack. Like, bro, you're the boss monster, what are you doing? Who's the protagonist? This video was made just so I can see if I could have Revenant's voice in the video again. Even though Discord on my computer is broken. And then we kind of chose our boss monsters. I chose Phoenix Gearfried because he's cool. And I just like him. And he chose this thing. I forgot the name. I call him Wannabe Slifer. I don't know why. Right. When I showed all my Miku items. The mug, the cards, the other cards, the fake cards, the playing cards, stickers, figures, keychains. I'm surprised I didn't fit the mouse pad on here. Since this video, I've gotten maybe one new Miku item. And it's another card. So, that's fun. More build battle. Wonder traded Pokemon versus the Elite Four. I don't think I have to explain this one. The big change video. Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus Infinite Fusion. And here's part 2. I am the protagonist. Fun fact, I almost ran out of fusions for this because I didn't make enough fusions and I almost died fully. Like at the end, like during part 2, I think, or like the end of part 1, I had to pause recording, look up a bunch more fusions to make, and then make them. Because the rule I was going with here is if the monster dies 8 times, I can't use it anymore. And let's just say they died more than 8 times. Abandoned Archive, I tried this once. It's a fun game, I just suck at it. That is why the turtle is calling me bad. Vito's game is fun though. It is something I will consider replaying. At least on my own time. Minecraft Hardcore. Oh boy. What do you think I died to? Ghast? Creeper? The stupid thing? Or the skeleton? The answer, I died to the skeleton in the nether. Lovely. Pretty sure I had ender pearls, or like I found a fortress, and I died because the stupid skeleton has aimbot. Dual links using common cards, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, dual links, but I use common cards. These are some of the cards I used. And then these are some of the decks I had to play against. The Miku RPG. Okay, this one was fun. I really like the Miku RPG. I really do hope that they finish it someday. Because it's so fun. I want to know what happens. Also, yeah, a lot of these I have to crop out this little funny. Because that's supposed to be the watermark. And it kind of interrupts the whole vibe. Pretty sure this is this the one I used? I think this is the thumbnail I used for the big changes. I forgot to make myself red. So that was annoying. Miku only, Infinite Fusion. Pretty sure there was a part 2. Yeah, here's part 2. All I did was change the Miku for the thumbnail. Very creative. Pyron... Hey, get back down there. Pyron Mithra versus the Elite Four. Basically, Meloetta Ho-Oh and Meloetta Lugia fusions make these. These are going to be colorful stage songs I've done. So, Vampire, Remote Control, Fake Card. I still don't know if these are fake or not. I'm pretty sure they are. But this is when I opened up, like, a little box that had, like, 50 cards. They're cool. I still have them in my binder. I don't know why this page... I don't know why that page was blank, but whatever. I think this is just what I used for the Infinite Fusion stream. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just, like, some of the cooler fusions. And of course, I have a Miku and I have a Teto. We have Arceus, Ultra Necrozma, Dark Magician Girl. Of course, a Fennekin fusion. And then the Ben 10 fusion. Pokemon friends. This game kinda sucks. So, for one, they use reused assets from a different game they made. Except, you know, Pokemon. 2, you can only play, like, 3 games a day. And 4, the plushies are behind a paywall. I would have had to pay, like, $30 just to try to get Fennekin. I was not doing that. I'm sorry. The wheel decides the deck I use versus Revenant. The wheel decides the deck I use versus Revenant. Again, for the 3rd time. Why are we back on Miku only? What? I'm so confused. What? Why are we back on the Miku only? Is Yugi... Oh, this thing finally loaded. That's what it was. Is Yugi actually the king of games? Honestly, his deck wasn't that bad. Definitely better than Grandpa's. I will say that. So I give him credit. Dual Monsters versus Infinite Fusion. More fake Miku cards. So I did show my cousin, and I did tell her about the stench. Apparently they just smell like cardboard. I was probably just overreacting. Either that or the scent wore off. One of the two. Showing off the Miku card collection. That's the actual binder, by the way. And then I threw in some, like, the other cards. More fake boxes. I spent way too much money on these stupid fake cards. What was it? It was like 6 boxes. Well, 5 boxes plus the real one. Plus the real Sakai one. More fake! Yeah, don't buy fake cards, please. Spare your wallet. Okay, this one was the good one. This one was the happy ending one. Real cards, love these ones. Also, out of a full box, I only got like 10 duplicates. Meanwhile, with all of these ones, I got like 10 duplicates of each card. So that's fun. Infinite Fusion, Scizor Fusion, Regigigas Fusion, Bruxis Fusion. Why did I do... Of all the Pokemon, why did I choose Bruxis? Wobbuffet Fusion, Quagsire, Lucario, which I did for LS Revenant's birthday, Absol, which I also did for Revenant's birthday, Electrode. Has surprisingly good fusions for just being a ball. Lantern had some fun ones. Klefki, Frostlass, Mimikyu. Mimikyu has good ones. I do like Mimikyu. Swampert had interesting ones. Weavile. I still don't know who, but apparently Weavile and Omastar is supposed to be like a VTuber. I just don't know who. Garbodor. Again, why did I do Garbodor? Haxorus. There's a Haxorus Balloon Fusion I'm sad I couldn't show off. Because apparently the model just wasn't in the game. When I went to the Pokemon Safari and just caught a bunch of Pokemon and then fused them randomly together. Pokemon Pocket versus NPC. The literal basic. The Sweet Overload event thing where I spam my Tinkaton deck. Opening Eevee Grove. My battle versus this one was my battle versus Strings. They were using Guzzlord and this stuff apparently. I was using my Misc deck, and I also used my Zapdos deck. So that was fun. I tried to make a thumbnail for the Lily immersive art that I pulled. It didn't go very well, and that video ended up being a short anyway, so I didn't even get to use this thumbnail. Opening up the Sun and Moon set. The Tapu Lele is a really nice art. Also, why are most of these green? I just realized. Opening up Extra Dimensional Crisis. My life in a nutshell. Anyways, we have the Tapu Koko. No, why do you go up? Why do you go up? There we go. The Ultra Beast set, basically. One of my favorite decks for Pocket, Celebi EX. And then I obviously have paired with Superior and Shaman. Very cool. Charizard, Salazzle deck. Gyarados, Starmie, Manaphy. Zapdos, Oricorio, and Palmont. I really like this Oricorio. It's fun. It says screw you, EXs. Which I love, especially when the meta is Giratina Darkrai. Yep, there's the Mismagius Gardevoir deck. I don't know why I have a Gengar in there, but sure. Marowak Marshadow, assisted by Lucario. Evolving every bug type in Pokemon Go. Showing off my TOT inventory. This was the stream when I hunted Torturous and Roostier. It was funny to use these. I don't know why I chose to do this, but I did. Ranking Kanto Pokemon. Ranking Johto Pokemon. Ranking Hoenn Pokemon. Sinnoh. Unova. Kalos. Alola. Galar. Scarlet Violet. TOT Nuzlocke. More TOT Nuzlocke. More Nuzlocke. Yep. All these are Nuzlocks. Oh yeah, I cheated this episode because there was a glitch where I threw a gold Tanocan at the Torturous, and then the game just glitched. I think I disconnected on it or something, or like it didn't count it. There's the first battle star. This episode still pisses me off. Like, what do you mean there's a move that just freezes and then you never get unfrozen? The frick you mean? I still hate this thing for it. Same with you. Cerulege wannabe. More Nuzlocke against the water theater thing. More Nuzlocke. I still can't believe I found a shiny Fordrake in this one. So, apparently they removed Fordrake from that route, by the way. Gadgets versus Dark Magician, Yu-Gi-Oh! Not Neurons. Dueling Book, that's what it is. Utopia versus Blue Eyes. I do have to say, getting this dingus to use a different deck is hard. Like, bro will not drop the Blue Eyes for anything. Like, I try making fun decks, but no, he just wants to kill me with Blue Eyes. It's fun. Good times. Doodle World Nuzlocke. Pretty sure this idiot killed my Chronos. Because I couldn't switch. This idiot killed my cats. Mr. Beast. Sure. Using my star sticker on my MHT Double Tint Bun Suite. Birthday stream where I found a shiny. I forgot what it was. I generally don't remember what it was. Wonder Trade battle. No, this is a Wonder Trade, but Runic Island. So, like, what I got off Wonder Trade I used in Runic. Nuzlocke versus Inari. Printing so many bun sweets. I wish you were the one I would have gotten, but I got you instead. That's cool, I guess. Nuzlocke again. Another birthday. Pretty sure this is the thumbnail I used for the birthday stream. Very dripped out. Yeah, what were you used for? I think this was just like the BRB screen, basically. I think this was the BRB screen. I don't know why Ho was there. Ho was a weird choice. I could have put like Donphans or something. This was the worst opening ever. I got 0 alphas or gammas. What were you? Are you just assets, or what was this? What is this? Was this a stream? Was this a stream? Something runic? I don't remember what this is. This probably was a stream. I can't remember. This was also a BRB screen, I'm pretty sure, for the Halloween event. Tales of Tenorio, something. Probably a stream as well. This was a video where I got a shiny back-to-back with an alpha. Still kind of annoyed that wasn't a Shalfa, but whatever. Trading for SA Protogon and something else that I forgot. Nuzlocke, episode 1. Found a shiny. Gee, I wonder what that was. And then this thing evolved into the wrong one. Originally, this was a Calite, and when it evolved, it was the Calite one. But when I checked the summary, because it was just turning nighttime, it turned into the Eclipse one. The other thing. Yep, my shiny versus the Mega Punchy guy. Yeah, trying to find the shiny in the Christmas event. This thumbnail was funny, and I really enjoyed making this one. Let's see. I come back to the Nuzlocke, I think? Is it the Nuzlocke? Or... Yes, the Nuzlocke. After ages, and then I decided to quit. Doodle World News for Pride Month, I think. Yeah, this is the Pride Month news. Where they added these skins and this dumb Lewis. But whatever. Giveaway for Sora's recolor, which I had to redo because YouTube was stupid. Winter. I don't know what this was. I'm gonna be honest. I'm live, doing a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Alright, so this one is the Nuzlocke with Atlantean City. I don't know what I do with this. We're almost done with this, by the way. Next up, we have... If it'll move. It moved, but then it moved back up. What the frick? Of course I pause it. And okay. The second part, where this thing sweeps because I accidentally over-leveled it. Oops. More Nuzlocke. This is the post-game. I lost more Lumions than I should have here. I'm gonna be honest. My shiny starter. My little Chihuahua. The Nuzlocke. The first episode of it. The very scary second episode. Like, oh geez. This one I was mad because I failed a shiny Citron because I didn't know what the frick was going on. So I went on a whole rant on why the game is good and bad, mainly bad. Stream something. Wonder Trade battle with Zelda. Little surprised I didn't give him the Vixlor, but you know, I gave him the Chronos. It's fine. More Nuzlocke with this ugly thing. Another version of the voucher series, basically. Ranked PvP. I sucked at it. Things I wanted from Lumion Legacy before I quit. I was able to get this, some of these. I was able to get these, but not Radiant. I was able to get this, but horrible. Never got you, surprisingly. And I never got you or you. I did get you. Nuzlocke, Runic Island, fun stuff, I guess. These are just skins I wanted, like, I was willing to accept for my printing service when I still did it. Same with this. Because, like, back then, like, event skins had little value. Yeah, this is when I had to remake the video for the Sora giveaway. I told you they weren't going to be in order. Free to play, but it's the Oasis thing. Art contest I held on Twitter a while back for a CC recolor, or CC reskin. These were the prizes. Yeah. I was broke back then, okay? Don't at me. First place was pretty good, though, I will admit. First place was a limited skin with a Misprint 6 Moss. So, you know, not horrible. Not the best either. And these are references. Oh. Right, okay. So, this wasn't a thumbnail. This was just a funny thing I made for CC General. Where Wish was talking about introducing, like, giving the recolors a unique. And Worm Canal suggested giving them guns. So, for his recolor and for Speeder's recolor, I gave them guns. And then they loved it, by the way. It was a good one-off joke. Trading for this thing, I'm glad I did, because this thing's frickin' expensive as hell. It's like 50 cleans now. This is when I wonder traded like 100 event skins or something. How I pronounce Doodles. The correct way, apparently. Nuzlocke or free. This is free to play. I'm pretty sure. Yep, more free to play. This is what the final result was for Icy Ridge. Free to play does PvP. Free to play, but I kicked Peels' butt. This was funny though. I wasn't expecting to find Peels while I was trying to record this. So, Mr. Doodle World News, get your butt handed by a free to play. Free to play, I spend most of the video trying to do this idiot's tasks just to not get it. I hunted an MHT milestone slibble for Dino to get the Runic Game Pass, I think. And then I also did a couple Wonder Trades, I'm pretty sure. And I think that's it. Is that it? Is that the last one? That's the last one. I guess now we just look back through the channel for a little bit. So, we're just gonna do that. Also, 56 views on my first video, dang. Okay, I'm not actually gonna play the video, but this is basically what it was. Yay, hand reveal packs. Celestial Guardian. Bro, these packs are probably hella expensive by now. But yeah, this was a two-part, I think I did with Revenant. Because he bought a bunch of packs. Because I was broke. And we kind of decided to open these up for our channels to be our first videos. And, fun fact, so his part was gonna be a Lucario box opening. Like, it was, I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was something Lucario. But his phone crashed or something, or like the video didn't save. Probably because his storage was full of photos. So, yeah, that was a bust. I was still able to get mine out, though. So, yeah, this is what it is. Do we go over the pools? I don't think we go over the pools. Oh, pretty sure this is Revenant brutally murdering a Grumpig. Yeah, me and Revan have this little tradition where every time we pull a Grumpig or a Stunfisk, or Drowsy or Hypno, we rip it. Because we hate those Pokemon. So yeah, he murdered the frick out of a Grumpig, so that's fun. I'm not even going to entertain this video. Essentially, I get swept by Revenant's stupid Mega Gengar. That's it. Yeah. Again, I don't know why it's part 1. But 7 years ago, what the frick? Also, it's on my 2DS for some reason. I don't know why, but okay. Yeah, basically, he sweeps with a Mega Gengar. I don't think it was Eevee Train. It wasn't competitive. Yes, I was using stupid stuff. Because that Kartana only had Guillotine. I don't know what the other stuff had. But he was able to outspeed me. Because Gengar is fast as frick. Just kind of going over some of these. Fates Collide. Fire versus Dark. Man, these were good times. And then I started doing Fennekin versus Kalos. And then I also started the Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke. Oh, that's a fun one. Trump and Bro, we've had to deal with Trump for 7. Jeez. Okay, I'm not even gonna go there. Hidden Fates Tin. More of the Nuzlocke. Pokemon Go. more Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, we have more Nuzlocke, Pokemon Go. Then I started doing a little bit of Lumion Legacy. Oh, you lovely. This video did not need to be 7 minutes long. But yeah, I found a corrupt Cephalops. Yeah, Cephalops just really did not like me. Not at all. Because this isn't the first time I would find a bad Cephalops. Because ever since I found like 3 alpha ones in the wild, bro, this and a Kalos just had it out for me, I swear. We started the egg lock. Evolving every Kanto Pokemon. I forgot about that. More egg lock, more egg lock. Hatching the leftover eggs, interesting. How to get pyrokinesis on a shot. 3,610 views, what the frick? I encounter a Twilight, the video ends. Also, why is the video copyright? What the frick? Accidentally swept someone with a Lilligant on Pokemon Showdown. I was trying to record a very different video. But, yeah. Meloetta counter sweep. I was getting swept by a Mega Kangaskhan. Then I swept them with Meloetta. How to get Spare on Duskit, evolving every Vari, every Alpha Vari. Gwendolyn sweep. Found an Alpha Reindeer Ikazune. Pretty sure Dino has that now. Random multi-battle, Metronome versus Gym Leader Brock. Lumion Legacy Manhunts featuring a bunch of people. Trade video versus other people. Evolving Fennekin, Pokemon Go. That's when Kalos first came out. I bugged out Ikazune for some reason. More PvP videos, surprisingly. My crazy moment in Lumion Legacy. What was that? Trading for a Gleam Bronze, trading for a Alpha Pure Nimble Duskit. Why? Oh, trading my Alpha. Okay. My Protocon is broken. How to get money fast. Battle versus more friends. Top 10 YouTube. This video was a mess. It was a funny mess, but it was a mess. So, yeah, I made this video before I had a mic. And I got a bunch of comments. Including... I don't know if you can see this one. Does that mean I'm number 3 1/3? Yeah, I didn't think this video through very well. But I'm glad people enjoyed it. I'm really glad people enjoyed it. Trading for the rarest Lumion Legacy. That's not a Grinch. Oh, it's probably a Goppy or something. Alright, let's see. More battles. Zulon sweep. Back when that was busted. Evolving shiny Pokemon. Corrupt Pyramine. Gargash, blah, blah, sweep. More battles. Versus Hydrellus, KJD. When I got back my Rainbow Spider. Metronet. Opening Zacian level Xbox with Revenant. This is when he finally changed his name from Dark Master. Pity bugs me. Gamma Halloween Kabunga. Battle versus Jamie. Gamma Snowball. Fine. This idiot. Corrupt Ice Moonagon, which was back to back with an Alpha Snowball. How lucky can I be the first hour of 2020? I don't like how this is making me feel. Right, third Alpha Wild, Bag of Tricks, Gleam Howling Blue, Ikazune, Gamma Taridi, Gleam Howling Blue Ika, Variant of Tundralin. Bag of Tricks. What happens if you fall off the map in the UMV? UMV can fly. Gamavari, Melee Dusket, Range of Kalos, Gamma Pyramine. Gamma Cosmere was fun. Oh yeah, this. MV Perry's MV Perry's game. It was a cute little game. He doesn't play anymore, I'm pretty sure, so that's interesting. I do hope the game's still up, though. Wild Alpha Mudagon, Gamavari. I got stuck in the void. Good times. How to find Milo. Oh, I didn't realize that it got that many views. A 1v1 that took 80 turns. Angry Pumpkin, Punkaboo, Blaziken Sweep, Ditto Team, Fire vs. Water, Flinch Hacks Ditto, what? Little Cub, Manectric, Meowth, blah, blah. Oh, the Space Race SMP, right. This never got finished. Hella can be dressed as Gamashachi, yeah, that's sort of that. Versus Revenant, Porygon 2, Alpha Pyramine. Oh yeah, this is when Doodle World first came out. Is this better than Lumion Legacy? I don't know. This game is a gamble hazard. Yes it is. I still love it though. Evolving Prope, Flex Battle, Gamashachi. Being every saddle in Lumion Legacy. Oh, this is the Nuzlocke. And then I started a Lumion Legacy Nuzlocke as well. I killed an MHT Borba, which means nothing nowadays. The First Theater, blah blah blah. Trash encounters and rival battles, okay. Boss battle with the Samarine. PvP versus Nivik in Doodle World. Toxic Disaster. I don't know what that means, but whatever. Random battle, first key, full top team. Wormadam versus Primal Kyogre. Rotom team, Atlantean stuff. Battle versus NCT and his Rainbow Twilight? Rainbow Dusket? Something like that. Evolving to Pyrolin plus its abilities. The first video... Okay, so while it's loading, this is the first video I did with Bunsweet, basically. Oh, lovely. I bite on my freaking Junipyro. Okay, so Junipyro essentially wins the most of the battle. That's what my team was? Interesting. I'm pretty sure none of them were 6 stars. This is what the Bunsweet moveset was. What the frick? We have the original Chad. I do still have this Bunsweet, by the way. I do still have the Bunsweet. But yeah, Borbo versus Bunsweet. It did good damage. Airstrike, because Borbo doesn't get any good moves, really. And then Claw Swipe, because yes. I do win this 1v1. Yeah, see, I win the 1v1. We're good. Alright, some other stuff. A Soul Link I never finished. I got a Tint Glubby in random battles. This took so many attempts, by the way. Bunsweet versus the Boss Pandishi. So yeah, I kept dying because well, you see, you put a food and basic type versus a fire fighting type, it doesn't go well for you. How lucky you can be in the anniversary, more Nuzlocks, Doodle World stuff, Wonder Trade Battle versus Pokeforge, Wonder Trade Wednesday. This is when I got the Chronos in the Nuzlocke. A bunch of events, how to do Jalopy's task, I guess. Tints Giving, Stuck in Hollow Heights, Wonder Tree Battles. Is Wonder Tree Battles out of order? I don't know. Doodle World Codes, because they did that once, and then never again. What? Okay, so by the looks of it, this is a bad pity. Because I get a Kalos. I check if it's SA. I don't think that's the SA. Is that back-to-back Akalos? Was that back-to-back? It was not back-to-back Akalos. Okay, so what was my pity? Pity's at 1. I decide to do it. And it's a Kabunga. Okay. Is there something after the Kabunga? I kill the Kabunga. Oh, and then back-to-back with a Scorb. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Alright, let's see. Final Wonder Trade Wednesday of the year. That's when I do Wonder Trade Wednesday weekly. Beating Runic Island with a single fainted doodle. Right, so this is when I accidentally brought a single doodle into Runic Island, and it was apparently dead. I did win. Oh, jeez. Right, this is why when I Wonder Traded 1,000 Rough Fires to get our Mentees recolor. More gambling. Free to play. A printing service. Flex Battle versus NCT, who became a mod. Runic Island with Wonder Traded Doodles. Yeah, more free to play, more battles. These were so much fun to do. This video. Right, okay, so this is probably why the YouTube AI thing will not leave me alone. I will explain later. Alright, we got Pity, we got fishing up a Junipyro, evolving new Pokemon, evolving every Goppy. When I found my Rainbowish Kabunga. Oh, right, the Rainbowish Kabunga from the event. My Bunsweet collection, which has grown significantly since then. Winter Wonderland, Gamma Volpop, more Nuzlocks, YouTuber tier list. Pretty sure this is an old one. No voucher, blah, blah. Now we get to when I actually used the thumbnails that I showed off earlier. So I guess now's a good time to kind of say this was very fun. Like, making videos was so much fun, and I do plan to keep doing it. Just, you know, on another channel, basically. This has been a wild ride. I do want to thank everyone who has watched me and who has collabed with me in the past. You know, I couldn't have done it without you. I don't know. I generally don't know what else I could say. I hope to see you in the afterlife, I guess. But, yeah. I do plan on doing a lot of the same stuff. Just hopefully more organized and more thought out. Also, we've caught up. So I do hope to continue doing this in my second life, I guess you could say. This was a hard decision to come to, but it is one I'm gonna see through. I didn't have this plan. Also, you can tell how how far in I'm recording this. Oh, hey, look, the Pac-Man video came out yesterday. So, yeah. I guess we can take a look at some shorts. I don't know how long they're going to be. But, yeah. Just a bunch of things on my phone, basically. It's what these get summed up to. A lot of things on my phone. Evolving, shiny finds, TCG pocket opening. Why does Evolving Wingull have 500 views? Why is catching shiny... Okay, that kind of makes sense. Evolving Bagon has 300. Catching Lucas Cap Chimchar has 300. Why? Evolving Cottony. Evolving Electabuzz. Evolving Dwebble. Okay, these have piled on more views than I thought they would. Catching a Shadow Shiny Coughing has 2,000. That's fun. More Wonderbox has 3,000. Okay, someone explain this. Why does Evolving a Yamper have 14,000 views? What the frick? I don't get it. And then random pulls. I don't know the context of this. Anyways, the final thing we're gonna do is look up YouTube's weird AI ideas. So YouTube has a feature where you can look up inspiration. So we're gonna do that. Right, being Pokerogue using only Pokemon based on Vocaloid designs and aesthetics. I guess that would be possible. Like Meloetta, Farfetch, like just whatever people associate with Miku. Breaking the level, you can't break the level cap in Doodle World. Final Farewell using every deck. Okay. Even YouTube's trying to give me a send-off. Testing them with broken fusion teams against the Elite Four. Pokerogue. Pokerogue has fusions, but they're not as good. Dueling's Chaos, creating a deck using only Pokemon. The frick does that even mean? Designing a new Lumion based on iconic Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap card. I mean, that could have been fun. That probably could have been fun if I was a better artist. Building the ultimate Miku theme based in Minecraft to honor my challenge. Even YouTube's trying to send me off. But, okay, if I was a better builder, I probably would have done this. Attempting the hardest Lumion Legacy challenge only using small, non-evolved creatures. Every commenter choice Nuzlocke. Okay. Testing if Rainbow Tint... yes, my favorite. Rainbow Tint Shachi can master the rare Mythic Black... The ultimate Meloetta sweep strategy, your favorite secret competitive. Surviving the low level cap challenge using secret stack candy power tactics. Okay, sure. Recreating my box. I never organized my box. That makes no sense. Ranking the most chaotic fusions. Based only on Vocaloid colors. The frick? Beating Pokorogue rival using Pokemon named after Yu-Gi-Oh spells. Level 1 normal monsters win a duel and duel. No. Specifically, level 1 normal monsters cannot. 1 max level Rattata win the. No. Proving Hatsune Miku songs perfectly sync with intense dueling matches. I don't know what that means. Train my rarest 5-star. Why? Ranking Pokorogue boss based on how well they fit Vocaloid music. Why? 1,000 of printing tickets to find every secret hidden ability doodle. Ranking every Pokemon that looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card in Infinite Fusion. I think that one could have worked. That one would have been a good one. My secret no. Building massive tribute for my favorite Pokorogue. No. Recreate iconic Yu-Gi-Oh field spells as massive builds in Minecraft. Surprisingly, I'm pretty sure that one is possible. For example, like the Elemental Hero spell. What's it called? Hero City or something. You can probably recreate that in Minecraft. Mastering the Alptus name pronounce. Okay, attempting duel links using only cards that feature scary monster art. That one could have been fun. Beating Pokorogue, only thing that share type with Miku art themes. Miku has all 18 types, so that wouldn't have worked. Final tier is shiny caught across every channel games. What does that mean? Solving the pronunciation debate, creating most iconic Infinite Fusions, trading your best mythic, worst testing. Okay. Why is Charizard C tier? Jeez, YouTube really has beef for that one. Recreating my entire Rotom showcase. No. Ranking every Pokorogue fusion based on potential as a Miku stage. What does that even mean? And why is that a Jolteon Breaks infusion? Testing Poltergeist, actually worth a 5-star lobby. Attempting Lumion Nuzlocke using only creatures that cannot evolve. I guess that would be doable. Would be an early game though. You wouldn't be able to do this until you had access to Shachi. Because everything else, early game Doodle or Lumion Legacy evolves. Pixel art of the rarest Wonder Box. YouTube AI is stupid. I'm going back to this. So, yeah. I think I've gone on long enough. My voice is starting to hurt. So, we have truly made it to the end. I'm sorry it wasn't anything like that big for an ending, but I did want to do a ending. So, I guess, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the years. And, as always, never be ashamed of you because you're awesome. Bye-bye. And take care.